Now we are going to see regroup and subtract. Okay, let's start the class. First one is 100 tens and ones, 516 398. So 516 means 516 and 398 398 we are going to subtract. So we have to start with ones. So ones place, what is the number? 6. So 6 is not enough to subtract. So we have to borrow from tens. So what we are going to do with? So we have to borrow from tens. Okay, because 6 is not enough to subtract. So we have to write first regroup itself. So what you are going to do? That is 110 and we have to borrow from 1 because 6 is not enough to subtract, because 6 is a smaller number and 8 is a greater number, so you can't subtract, so you have to borrow from tens place. So what is the number in tens place? 1. That is what I have written, 110 and 6 ones. Okay, 110 and 6 ones. So this 6 ones, it will become what means? That is 0, 10, because we have to borrow from 110. So here only 1 tens. If I borrow 110 again, so what you are going to do? 1 minus 1, you can get what? 0. 110. So 1 minus 110, you can get 0, 10. That is what? 0, 10 and what? 16 ones. 0, 10 and 16 ones. This is the right answer for the question. So this 6 will become 16 and this 1 will become 0. So 16 is a greater number, 8 is a smaller number. Now we are going to subtract. So after 8 you have to start 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So answer is 8. So 8 I have written. So what is the number? 0. Now you have to subtract from 0 to 9. 0 is not enough to subtract, so you have to borrow from what? 100. So first I have done this once. Okay. Now I am going to subtract tens. So this is what each and everything, every digit you have to do individually. So that is what regrouping method. So subtract tens. So again you have to write 16 minus 8. You can get 8. So this what? 1 becomes 0. Already I have written. So I have to subtract from what? Hundreds. How many hundreds here? 5 hundreds. You write first 5 hundreds and how many tens? 0 tens. Okay, so I am going to what? Subtract from hundreds. So now it becomes 100. I have to subtract from 1. From 5 I have to subtract 1. So because I am borrowing from this 100 place, I am borrowing from 1. That means 100. So 5 minus 100, you can get what? 4 hundreds, and also the 5 become 4 and 4 hundreds and what? 10 tens. What is this? 10 tens. So this 0 become 10. Okay, 400 and 10 tens. You know that I have already told you 110 is equal to 110 is equal to 10 ones. 10 ones. 10 ones, and that is 100 hundreds is equal to 10 tens. That is what we are applying. So 10 minus 9. So you are going to concentrate only in tens place right now. So 10 minus 9. Now this 0 become 10. So you have to subtract from 10 to 9. So backward counting, 9 afterwards 10. So you can get 10 minus 9, you can get 1. So this is the answer. So now I am going to do subtract hundreds. So you have to write as it is. Ones place answer, then tens place answer. Now we are going to focusing the 100 place. So already I have told you I am borrowing how many hundreds? That is here 5 hundreds. I borrowing from this particular place from 100. So it become 5 become 4. So what you are going to write? That is 4 hundreds. 4 hundreds. That is and 300. Subtract. You can get 1. That is answer is what? Answer you can get, that is 1 hundredths. Okay, this is the answer. So this 4 minus 3. After 3 you can get 4. That is 4 minus 3 you can get 1. So the answer is 118. This is the regrouping, and also the answer is what is the heading? Regroup and subtract. This is the exact regrouping method. Otherwise we can say regroup twice. Regrouping twice. I'll repeat once again. This is the exact regrouping method. Regrouping means what is this? You have to what? Subtract each and every digit individually. That is what I have done. First I have done subtract once, then I have done what? Second step. This is step 1. This is what? Step 1, subtract 1, and step 2, what is this? Step 2, that is subtract tens, and this is what? Step 3, that is step 3, subtract hundreds. So each and every digit individually we have done it. So this is what? Regroup and subtract. Otherwise we are saying regrouping twice, because 2 times we have to regroup. 1's place also regrouping and 10's place also regrouping. That is what? Regrouping twice. Otherwise we can call it as regrouping what? Twice. Okay. So even you can do, you want to verify this answer means normal method, the same thing. Normal method, the same. H, T, O. What are the number is? 5, 1, 6, 3, 9, 8. This is very simple method. It is not a regrouping method. 6 minus 8, 6 not enough to subtract, so you have to borrow from tens. So this 6 becomes 16, this 1 becomes 0. 16 minus 8, you know this backward counting, the answer is 8. After 8, you know that 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 8. So 0 minus 9, 0 is not enough to subtract, so you have to borrow from 100. So this 0 becomes 10. So 10 minus 9, you can get what? 1. So now this 400 become, this 500 become 400. 4 minus 300, you can get 1. 4 minus 3, you can get 1. So the answer is again 198. So both answers are correct. Even if you do the regroup and subtract or regrouping it twice, otherwise the normal method, both method if you do, you can get the same answer. So which is your convenient, you can choose any one method of this and do the sum and practice more sums. Then only we can get very good marks and thorough in the concept.